Welcome back to Let's Play Thousand Arms. We're gonna take a look at Nelsha's specials. There's Moose's axe. It's not gonna be very powerful right now. There's really a lot of stuff I should do off camera right now. I should date Nelsha off camera. I should go back to some sacred altars off camera so I can put in these rusted weapons. Now, let's see. New outfit. Disco Dancer is what she has by default, and it's what she was wearing when in that encounter with Ratchet. And then we've got all the other ones we picked up. Enemies' resistance to elements down. Let's start with that, I guess. Oh, don't run away, come on. Good, it could not get away. Okay. Interesting. And it does damage to all of them, too. It took them all out. I think I like her Disco Dancer one a lot. It's like the first one you see, and it's also just so unexpected. It's just like, what the crap? Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and put Kylene into the party and have Nelsha in the front. We've already shown off Moose's axe now, so I don't have to worry about that. Can just go ahead and stick that in a sacred altar off camera. Now let's get Kylene into the party and put Nelsha in front so we don't have to go swapping out every time I want to show off a new special. I can probably just start cutting in and out of battles. Let's see. And of course when I actually want to encounter enemies, it's taking a while. Alright, 2 Howling Wolves. Let's take a look at our next special. Let's show Disco Dancer, I really like that one.
I love to kick butt!
Lowers offense for the enemy it hits, and raises offense for everyone in the party. Also a pretty amusing voice clip. And then we've got Soldier, which is just a pure attack, I think.
Who's your daddy, scumbag?
She says that too! What is it with the people in guns being like, who's your daddy? Although she adds a nice scumbag to the end of it. Yeah, Nelsha's specials are interesting. Let's see what else we got. Ah, Howling Wolf and a Flame Spirit, or Fire Spirit. Maybe I should show off what her regular attack is, real quick like, and heal her, because she could use it. Poke, poke. So that's her regular attack. Now, let's see. China Girl. Enemy agility down for this one. And continuous kicks, as you would expect. There we go. Time to get some martial arts up in this place.
Silent School of Martial Arts Handle Attack!
I'm not entirely sure what you just said there. Next, we've got... let's go with none, because I think that's actually not going to take out the Flame Spirit, which we don't want to do right off the bat. Right after that, Fire Attack is a good time to use. Oh hey, that's not doing as much damage as it was before.
The power of light compels you.
Nice heal for everyone. And it's supposed to... It doesn't actually do damage to the enemy, but it does lower their offense. And lastly, we've got Nurse. This is another one that heals you, but unlike None, it actually does damage the enemy as well. Oh, that was the more powerful fire spell, I guess. It's time for...
Don't worry, you won't need a thing.
giant needles. Really giant ones, like body-sized. Yeah, let's just suck all the blood out of you. That'll help. So that's all of Nelsha's specials, aside from the one that we'll have to get later. So that having been done, let's go ahead and go rest at the end. Actually, I decided I would just do that off-camera, and this was originally where I was going to end the previous video, but instead I decided to split things up this way. Now, here is where this video truly begins. I have played ahead a bit here because I needed to figure out, we're getting to endgame here, and I needed to figure out what order I want to do things in, how I want to do it. And while I was, debating my options, I realized one thing I needed to figure out was how much farther along I can go without triggering certain plot events. It turns out I can go far enough for another video, and that'll help because I can actually... Well, I'll mention it as soon as this battle is over, because we've already seen all the enemies here. They ran away from me. I can actually get to where the spot for dating Nelsha and asking her questions is before triggering some plot stuff. So I'd like to do that. That would be kind of nice. Then the next video can be a dating video with Nelsha. Now let's see. From this save Damashi, because I looked this up too, because this place can be kind of annoying. I want to go up and to the left. The Spirit Woods are weird because you could come from one direction, and then if I go right back down that path, I might actually end up in a completely different area from the area we just were with Save Damashi. This place is confusing. Now that we've gone that way, I want to go up, left just a bit, and up here is a treasure chest with a Geo bottle. That's nice. Not a big deal, but from there, just gotta get back down to the path after this battle, and... Wow, that was amazing. Everyone that was not in the active party just gained a level. Kylene, Musa, Mice, and Soshi. Go ahead and switch Musa for Sodina then, so she can gain some experience. And I need to heal Nelsha. It was also kind of funny, Nelsha just ended up literally poking the enemy to death. Anyway, after grabbing that treasure box, just come down and to the left this way. Then this top left area. And we just move to the left until we see the save Damashi. And this is the exit. Alright. And... meanwhile...
At last the time has come. The time to realize my dream. With this dark sword, I can manipulate the flame of the light as I wish. Well done, Dark Master.
Thank you, sir.
My dream will soon be fulfilled. What I need now is the 5 holy flames of the light, and that kid has them. When I have the 5 flames, I will go to the moon, and I will become a god!
As you wish, Your Majesty.
Well, didn't quite see that coming. Yes, the Emperor's plan isn't simple world domination. He actually wants to become a god being of some sort, and apparently he has to go to the moon to do that. I guess that would explain why he built a ship, not just, the sword he made is also a friggin' giant ship. Now, as much as Nelsha needs to gain some experience and everything, I can do that later off camera. For now, Like, it's been pretty fun showing off the different characters and everything. But I feel like it's been a while since we've actually just kind of stuck with the original trio. I did that for the wire fight, but I haven't done that for much else in a while, I feel like. So, I say we go back to the original trio for a little while. Show off the first 3 characters that we had, and that we started the game with, really. I mean, we started with just mice, and it was a little bit before we got Sodina and Musa, but not too long. And there it is, Myscatonia. That place, man, that structure just makes me think of something out of Layton, Professor Layton somehow. We got some pretty music in this area, too.
That's Myscatonia. The big building is a really old library.
I bet that thing in the top left of the screen is an elemental beast. It must be protecting the building.
Huh? What do you mean by that?
Oh, don't worry, Nelsha. Musa's just breaking the 4th wall. Now it's not just the NPCs doing it. But yeah, in the top left there, you can see the silhouette of something. That is indeed... well, we'll see later.
Perhaps there's something inside the building that needs the protection of an elemental beast.
Okay then, let's get moving, mice. Yes, let's! In this outside area, there are a number of paths we can take. And we're getting into a battle right away. That's fine, though. We got some new enemies around. Like this giant tank turtle, wow. It's even got cannons. I don't know what it's doing here. Let's use Aura Sword on it, because that seems like a good idea.
Heavenly light!
Nice job, Sodina. I like how her knife looks right now. Mice's sword is looking pretty cool, and Sodina's knife is looking pretty neat too. It's like kind of reminding me of the way it looks like it has 2 blades kind of joined together. It kind of reminds me of I think like the Gilded Sword in Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask or something. Anyway, in this outside area, there's a number of paths and stuff, but all of the dead ends just don't lead to anything. Like, there's no treasure out here. So I'll just go straight up to the door. Yeah, that didn't work.
Hey, the door won't budge. How are we supposed to get inside? Nelsha heard that there's a secret entrance somewhere.
Oh, really? Let's go that way then. So yes, we do have to take this side path. We don't have to take all the side paths, though. Most of them just lead to dead ends that don't have anything on them. There's this little spiral shape here, but there's nothing in there as far as I could tell. Now let's see what other enemies we can find in this area. Blade Being. Man, this thing is weird. It looks like a cactus with spikes on it or something. But I guess it's... well, it is kind of vaguely sword-shaped as well. So it's like a cactus sword.
Aura sword!
Plants. This game really does have unique enemy designs. Thankfully, it was pretty easy to take care of. Hey, Nelsha gained a level. That's good, she could use some. She's a bit behind the rest of the party. I think I just keep going down here. No, wait, I go right there, don't I? Let's see. No, I go right here. That's right. And up this way. I'm not sure... not completely positive which way I'm going now. I think, like, up and to the left. And we've got Wind Spirits, which... okay, guys, like, I know palette swaps, it's kind of hard not to do that with just recolors of the same enemy. It's hard not to do that sometimes in an RPG, but we just encountered this enemy this enemy shape for the first time in the previous area. Also, just changing its...
Arrows of light!
changing up, like, ball of fire with claws to be purple instead of red, and calling it a wind spirit does not make it a wind spirit. That thing still is made of fire. It's just different colored fire. Oh well. One particularly lazy enemy out of however many pretty unique, creative enemies ain't bad. And that's all the enemies we have in this area, actually, and right here is secret entrance.
Here, we can get in from here.
Okay, let's go! Ice is so happy looking. Step back a bit, and then we can get the door icon on that little, like, discolored part of the wall. And the nice thing about this area is there are no enemies whatsoever. I can just leisurely go around. That's kind of nice. So in here we've got a big... These are just some good presents. We've got the big teddy bear, which I'm going to guess is going to be good for Kylene. Frog Story, which is going to be good for Marion. And gold earrings, which I believe are good for Sodina. And for now, let's just keep going that way. Well, if we just try and go that way again, we can actually make it this time. That block just stays in place there. And if we come up here, we can get this treasure chest, which has just 2 high potions. That's not what I was thinking of. That's okay, though. 2 high potions ain't bad. I can use those. Maybe. I might not need them, actually, but... items are items. Let's see. If you happen to read this, then you're pretty observant. Watch your step. Am I really that observant for noticing that? So yeah, I gotta step on that switch to get those things to shift over, so that when we get over to the other side, we can actually move through there. Now I just gotta go back to the entrance of this area, pretty much, and take the right block. Of course, we kind of get, you know, stopped again there. But we just have to be persistent and try again. And over here, we've got the Rusty Katana, Soshi's rusted weapon, and another Silver Angel. And we just go around this way, and we get to the other stairs. We're still missing an item. I think that was in the upcoming area, though. And now we've got another switch for those blocks there. I think I have to step on this one a few times. Yeah, there. We can finally get through here now. Yeah, here we go. These paths are kind of visible, actually. And there's the rags. That's the item for Nelsha. We officially have all of the rusted weapons. Well, rags aren't really rusty, but rags are her equivalent. I can actually kind of see the paths here on my screen because maybe I have the brightness set a little too high, I don't know. But yeah, the paths are partially visible. They're just not completely visible. Now, I can't go anywhere from those stairs, and that path is blocked off, so we just gotta step on this switch. That raises that part, but then we need to step on this one to raise that part, so we can actually move on after climbing up these stairs. Simple enough. I really like this area. Now let's see. What is up these stairs? I don't think there's anything over here that I recall. Yeah, not really. I guess you can just kind of get a glance at some of the other sections of this. Now let's see. This sign says, "Those with evil intent turn back, now." Someone's protective of this place. Now that left teleporter there is basically not where we need to go. You can just step on it to go back. Or we can totally open a treasure chest, because that seems like a decent... Oh. Yeah, it's a trap! Every one of the treasure chests in this area do that. They just warp you back to the start, so don't open them. You just gotta... Also, you generally, when there's... you take the right path there, and you take this one. It's not too complicated of a teleporter maze. The main interesting thing is just kind of the treasure chests that warp you back. And here we are in Myscatonia. Now there's a bit of plot that I don't really want to trigger yet, but I can avoid that actually. First of all, I can walk right out here, And now I can come back and forth between, you know, the building and the world map much more easily. Also, the teleportum can warp me to to the very outside area, like just outside of Myscatonia, so it's a pretty short walk here. That door is where we want to go to move the plot along, but I don't really want to do that yet, as I keep mentioning. So in the meantime, I can look around and find MP and stuff. Maybe check out some stuff on other floors. Yeah, thankfully I can actually come here and just not have to worry about advancing the plot to, like, endgame right away, because I didn't want to do that. Nelsha's dating spot is, like, right around here-ish, or something. But yeah, I'll be doing that next video. But for this video, it's actually been kind of short so far, so let's see what else we can do. For one thing, I can check this shop, and sell a lot of books and stuff. And, okay, so this shop actually sells Revive EXs, so you can buy those. They are pretty expensive, though. Suppose I can check out Print Club. Yeah, let's take a photo with Nelsha while she's in a good mood, I guess.
Print Club! Choose a frame!
Choose a frame. I choose this one.
Is this frame okay?
Because it's kind of neat.
Are you ready?
You're gonna hold that pose, huh?
I wonder if it turned out okay.
At least she looks happy. Mice seems to get that pose a lot. Now let's see. Have I met it's kind of odd that these shops are just, like, appearing out of the bookcases like that. Unfortunately, I had this kind of a side effect of me having played ahead to make sure I could do this. You didn't really get my reaction, just being like, what the crap? Because it's like they just come from nowhere. Not something you're really expecting. And we've got some pretty expensive gifts in this place. I'm gonna buy the music box, I think. Yeah, I'll buy the music box. Might come back and buy some more after I've done some stuff off-screen and gotten more money. But I'll probably buy them off-screen, too. And here we've got an entire inn. Yep, just comes right out of a bookcase. Why not? Please don't use the books as pillows. Why would I do that? That would be so uncomfortable. Let's go ahead and check in to restore what specials we used up.
Good morning.
No saving, not yet. Yes, I had a good rest. Up here, we've got the date statue, but I won't mess with that just yet. Save that for next video. And in here, you can examine the swords on the wall here to get more MP. And let's go ahead and try forging with Nelsha. We can learn a new spell from her, and we can see what her element is. Her element is Earth, and she teaches the Quake spell right off the bat. I have lots of MP, so I'm doing pretty good for learning the stuff I gotta learn from her, and upgrading my weapons. The spell that I wanted to learn from Nelsha, it comes pretty late. It's pretty late to be getting this, and it's not as useful. It's not going to be as useful now as it would have been sooner. But it'll still be helpful for doing the rest of the forging I'm going to want to do, perhaps. So, I don't know, though. I've got a lot of MP right now. Like, a lot. I'm not sure how useful that spell's going to be after all. That's a shame. Oh, well. What that spell is... I might as well just tell you, since, I don't know, like... One of the specific reasons I keep the date videos separate is because I figured maybe not everyone would want to watch those. So, just in case there is anyone skipping those particular videos, I'll mention that the spell I wanted to learn from Nelsha at level 5 is magical. And what that does is it doubles the MP you earn from battle. So, yeah, that's going to be kind of helpful if I need to get any more MP. You just make sure that magical... It's not guaranteed to work, so you might have to cast it more than once until you see, like, the actual effect happen. But, yeah, that's a pretty useful bit of magic, and I kind of wish I could have had access to that a lot earlier in the game, when I really needed it. But, what can you do? trying to think of what else I could really do this video. I can't, yeah, because it's only like, this video's a lot shorter than usual, but I can't really think of anything in particular that I need to do in this video. Like, yeah, I got nothing, so I guess, you know, it's not that short. I mean, it's 20 minutes. That's a decent length, so we'll go ahead and call it a video now. We'll deal with some date stuff next time, and after that, we're gonna be moving on to, like, the end parts of this game, so it's gonna start getting pretty interesting. Not that it hasn't been interesting already, but, you know. We are on Chapter 11, Unraveling the Secrets of the Primordial Flame. So I'll see you guys next time. Take care.